That was a disappointment. But then again,
Say something smart.
it was expected.
Well, y'all got bad karma now.
And on that little personal, jab at me, we'll be right back on the Ray.
And we're back here on the range, and we're not sexist at all, because I love my sex. I love women. I love sexy women. But either way it goes, we just got to talk about the men's bracket. Now over to the women's brackets. Real quick and up to date, UConn 90-36, I believe, over Temple, which Temple only had 12 at halftime. Damn. But UConn straight to the Final Four, of course. Don't see anybody upsetting them. Tennessee playing Baylor, which is Baylor's coming off of a big defensive matchup against, I think, with Georgetown. And Brittany had 14 blocks, which was really, really impressive. I mean, I can't even get 4 blocks.
It's a record. I can't get one.
So next, they're going up against Tennessee, which I'm calling right now. Baylor over Tennessee, even though I know a lot of people are picking Tennessee to win that game, because most people want to see Tennessee go against UConn,
again,
battle of the coaches. And then on the other side of the bracket, you got Notre Dame, which if they win out, they'll come up against Nebraska. And then A&M, who beat my Nebraska Cornhuskers, which I just like to win because nobody gave them recognition. A&M, they lost to Gonzaga second round. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, second round. They lost to Nebraska Gonzaga second round, so they're out of there. So as far as their number 1 seed,
They got Stanford.
Stanford straight to the Final Four, of course, which more than likely, hopefully, will play either Nebraska or Notre Dame. I'm picking Nebraska. Like I said, I picked Nebraska to go all the way to the national championship, and more than likely, they'll probably play UConn. So upset right there. Nebraska over UConn.
Not so fast, my friend. I don't see that happening at all. I can see Nebraska making it to the Final Four. I just don't see them beating
Championship.
Okay, championship, as he said. I still don't think they can do it. Too much firepower.
Mark my words.
I would like to throw in one more team to consider about that, and I want to consider Baylor. A couple of years ago, Baylor had won a national championship, so they know how to win.
Yeah.
All right, and from the way I looked at, Brittany Griner is a tall beast. I don't know how UConn can handle anybody on their team, on Baylor, especially her. So,
Hey, don't be ready to win.
what?
She's a tall beast.
She's tall.
6'9".
8, but yes.
Hey, don't call her a beast.
Either way you look at it, I got.
Hey, she punched that girl in the face.
Yeah, she did. Baylor may be your pick right there, but I don't think I think Baylor will get past Tennessee. I mean, I like Pat Sumner and all, one of the best women coaches in the game. But it comes to a point in time when you got to realize your team's really not as impressive as they used to be, and right now is that time. Griner, she's awesome. She's going to dominate, but I don't see them win a national championship, unlike my friend Wes said down there.
I don't see them. I just wanted to consider Baylor in that Final Four mix up.
I don't think so mainly because not one player can change the game.
Well, if Baylor beats Tennessee, then they're going to the Final Four.
I don't think so.
If Griner gets into foul trouble, they lose a lot.
Yeah.
A foot of woman.
Now, the team that I'm just going to go ahead and say now, UConn, give them the championship. That's going to happen because nobody really can do it. I mean, you saw, no, shut up. Shut up. Because your Cornhuskers couldn't get it done in the conference tournament. So that means they're going to choke at certain points. So right now, they're going to choke in the tournament. So I'll give them that.
They didn't do it in the conference tournament, but yet they still in it.
Who's
Ain't
that?
no way in hell they're going to win that.
Who's that?
That team over there.
Who?
Over there in the Midwest.
Yeah, but I didn't pick them to win.
Still.
So get your facts straight.
I
Now-
know you didn't.
Now,
But you ain't got to win the conference tournament to win the national championship.
but it shows that you will choke.
Case in point, Kansas.
Case in point.
So UConn still can lose that month.
Even though Kansas was back.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. The fact is, Nebraska has shown that they can't handle top talent. Now, they lost to A&M. Granted, A&M is a very decent school. They're pretty good women's basketball-wise.
See, it's by 50.
Yeah, well, that's not saying much.
They beat them during the regular season.
But where did that get them in the conference tournament, Chris? Not to the championship. That's what I'm saying.
Nebraska and
Justin, I will say this.
So I'm
though.
going to go ahead and give it to UConn, only because I don't see anybody stepping up to the plate. Not yet.
Justin, I will say this though. I don't really see the fact of giving UConn, just giving them the title. You know, competition does not work like that. You know, and people
Yeah,
may,
but nobody's
people may think
stepping
that.
up.
I know
There's
people may
nobody
not think
stepping
that.
up. Nobody else in this tournament is making me say they can compete with
And
you.
then if Nebraska doesn't go, Stanford had a chance to beat UConn.
Yes,
They probably can beat
I
them.
think
And
Stanford will still be.
UConn should be lucky that they barely got past OU because they was down to OU by double digits. OU just choked their own lead away. UConn didn't even win that game.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma
Stanford
gave
the
it
same
up.
thing. Stanford did the same thing.
Yeah.
They
So they
still
weren't
Notre
down
Dame
by
as
double
well.
digits.
So UConn has had trouble. They just, well, either they've come back or the team that they played against just choked.
All right then. Well, we're going to focus on another different topic. It's into the same sport. We're going to focus on Gilbert Arenas. You know, if we've all heard about the gun charges and everything. You know, we're all in no details about that now. You know, it's all out in the open. People are saying that people like me are saying that he should get at least 3 or 4 months in jail. Pretty much, I think that he deserves that punishment. I think as to what his actions committed. Now, there are other people saying, especially in the NBA and in the Players Association, that he should get just a simple misdemeanor and a simple slap on the wrist, and then he goes right back into the league, whatever team that picks him up. You know, and I say that's just wrong. I think that there's no punishment for what he did. Maybe it was just it was all in a joking matter and everything, but bringing a gun into an arena is still against the law, and he deserves the punishment, whatever it should be. And you know, it's striking to me as to why they would actually do that. Why they are even considering giving him a simple misdemeanor. So I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on what he should receive and why.
Well, I'm no judge, lawyer, or person of the law, but as far as just having a gun in general will not get you a felony charge. So more likely it will be a misdemeanor, and usually misdemeanors require little to no jail time at all. So, I mean, whether it was there or somewhere else, I don't know. But as far as a misdemeanor, jail time, possibly. But if he didn't, it wouldn't bother me. So, because I know if I get caught with a gun, I better not go to jail, especially if I just have it on me.
My opinion, yeah, Gilbert, he deserves exactly what he gets, but for right now, he just needs to shut the hell up. I mean, 'cause right now he's talking to the media and such. I mean, his best thing to do is just be quiet and just wait for his hearing, which is what, in a couple of days?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this Friday. So mainly his best advice is to shut up and just listen to what the judge is going to give him. So that's all I got to say.
You know, as for what should he get, I mean, you know, up to 3 months in prison. That's what the district attorney is asking for right now. Is just 3 months in prison, and usually what the district attorney asks for usually gets it. So I mean, which happens 95% of the time, because the district attorney does go against the judge and sees the judge on a more of a permanent basis than any other lawyer would. So if I was if I was to put my bet on anything, it'd be spending 3 months in jail. As for if he got off, I do see David Stern doing something very critical to him, at least suspending him for at least probably 50 games next season, as according to the league policy, because of player personnel conduct. So he would be forced to do that. But I just, a slap on the wrist would be bad because he's going to get in the NBA anyways.
Yeah, that is true.
So I mean, either way, 50 games. 3 months.
That is true. And we were looking at it from the legal dispute, not even the NBA. So, I mean, we don't even know what Stern's going to do.
I think
for him, so.
anyone, you got to go with the district attorney on this one. I think he will spend 3 months in jail.
He might even get off and just spend only like half of that in jail. So
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. It is, and as for Gilbert Arenas shutting up in the media, I don't believe he should do that. I think him talking to the media about it